Most of our planet is covered by water, but very little of that water is available for us to drink. Now, we know that many third world countries lack safe water supply. But what about this water supply right here in Houston? Well, the results of a recent study may surprise you. Joining me now with details are Mosbacher, President and CEO of the Center for Houston's Future, along with the organization's Manager of Strategic Initiatives, Ms. Sandra Wegmann. Ladies, welcome to Going Green.
Thanks, Yolanda. We cover 8 counties, and our organization is a regional organization. In fact, we look at a number of things. Our vision, Yolanda, is to advance the Houston region as one of the top 10 global communities. So we really have a big vision, but in terms of this focus on water supply, every year we do basically a report card for the community on certain indicators. This year we're focusing on water quality, water supply, and green buildings.
Okay, so let's talk about some of these indicators. Water supply. How are we doing here in Houston?
Okay. We are actually doing fairly well in the city of Houston, particularly. There are issues that we must address, and around the region, again, this is a regional report, there are issues related to conservation that we have to, not only as municipalities and counties, address as individuals.
Yeah, because we all have a part in this. And I know, Sandra, you had a big part in really putting this report together. And so when we look at it, how can we use this information looking towards the future?
Well, it's really the future that is a concern for the region. We should have enough water to meet our growing population 30 to 40 years from now. However, the population may double. We need major investments in infrastructure. We also need conservation methods and coordinated planning to reach the needs of the growing population.
So in other words, we've got to do something about the problem right now, even though it's not a big problem yet. It could be.
Well, absolutely. And in terms of water supply, what you have, we used to basically rely upon wells. People would just, drill a well in their backyard, and that would be the source of their water. And for years, that is how most of Texas, and certainly our region, survived. But in the 70s, and actually probably a little sooner than that, but in the 70s there was a formal action taken, and we have a Harris County, Galveston County subsidence district. And this is a way to really look at the fact that the land is subsiding and we can't rely on those ground wells, and we're really actually being asked to go to surface water instead of groundwater. It's an issue in terms of just the ground going down, but also contamination.
There's a lot of information here and a lot for people to digest, and so you all are having a symposium that will allow folks to learn more.
We are. In fact, this report, the results will be released at the symposium January 28th at the George R. Brown, and it's open to the public. We will have all of the experts on these subjects available on panels. There'll be workshops, and particularly we ask folks to come and really learn about this, because when you think about it, it's really up, as you said earlier, it's up to each one of us to take responsibility. And the more knowledge we have, the better. One of the things, Yolanda, I'd like to mention that we have started last year, we have a health chapter in this. So we really talk specifically about how does this affect you as an individual.
And we all as individuals are accountable for making sure that our water supply stays intact, and so we have to conserve. Ladies, we're out of time, but we're going to encourage everyone to make sure they get out. So, okay, to all of you, the Quality of Place Symposium will be held on Friday, January 28th at the George R. Brown Convention Center. You can learn more about the event by calling 713-844-9324 or by logging on the web at the Center for Houston's Future.org.